I think we're up and running. Sorry we're a little bit late. I wasn't expecting the setup to take as long as it did over on the pre-stream, which we just done on TikTok, in case you missed it. But I'm here now. We should be live on all platforms. Hello again, STFC. How are you doing? Let me just move my desk fan. Yes, sorry the setup has been a little bit hectic today. I didn't expect that it'd take so long to get stuff set up. I guess it's, it's because I was doing it, I was explaining everything as I went. Normally, it only takes like 5 minutes to get all the thumbnails and everything like that sorted, but because I was explaining my process, it took a little bit longer. Doing good, thank you. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Hey, Victoria Brady and Colm Bell on YouTube. How are you two doing? Sorry, you can't see the on-screen text. You can't see the on-screen chat very well right now because of the white wall behind. But if I put my hand here or something, there you go. You can see that there is some text there. You'll be able to read it properly when we switch over to the game camera. But just excuse me for 1 second. I still need to get this story posted on TikTok. I'm just going to go ahead and get that done. And then we're going to get started with some Farm Sim Friday. We're going to be playing some more Witcombe Park Farm, as well as oh, it's Tori! Oh, nice one. Hey, Tori. Thank you for clarifying that it's you. How are you doing? I'll go ahead and get Farming Sim launched now. Oh, hang on. 1 second, there's one more thing I need to do. Is your farm open to the community? It is, Reworships. It is open to everybody. I'll share the details when I get the game set up in just a second. Okay, now we're launching Farming Sim. And I just need to go and post a story on TikTok so that people know that we're live. Or not. Where is it? There we go. There we go. Okay. Switch over to game view. Game capture. Farming Simulator. And we can cut the music at this point as well. Okay. Finally, we're ready to play. Sorry that it's taken a little bit longer than usual to get everything up and running today. It has been a bit of a different experience with the pre-stream. It's gonna, teething troubles. We're gonna get the hang of the pre-stream stuff and hopefully, once I've done it a few more times, we'll... Hold on, let me change the colour of the webcam. That's not really any better, is it? Is it PC only or console as well? It should be crossplay. I believe it will be crossplay. Let me double check. Okay, start. Yes, it will be crossplay. all the usual settings. I will share the settings with you if you're interested in joining Reworships. Just let me know. And I'm gonna go and close that curtain there because it's letting in too much light. Be back in a sec. Okay, there we go. Finally, we're in. So once again, sorry everyone that the setup took a little bit longer than usual today. Also sorry about the bot on YouTube right now, who I'm immediately going to block. I'm going to get Nightbot set up on YouTube to deal with this in future. Someone recommended Nightbot to me. Is apparently a good basically does the same thing as Seribot. It deals with bot spam and bot followers and stuff like that. So I apologize, we are gonna get a few of those tonight, as we have been doing on all platforms recently. It feels like the bots have really been after me for the last few streams, but I'm slowly getting it sorted. We got Seribot on Twitch now. We're gonna get Nightbot for YouTube. I don't know if there's a bot for Kick, but we do have problems with spam on Kick as well, so I'm working on it, and I apologize for all of that mess that you're seeing down the side of your screen right now. It'll all be gone. Is there any way to refresh it actually if I switch? No, that doesn't work. Sometimes it like clears the chat if I switch between tabs, but I guess in this case it didn't work. That's it. Spam some positive messages to hide all of the bot spam that we've just gotten. Thank you, STFC. I won't be able to join, unfortunately. It's a PC map. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Reworships. The map is PC only. I completely forgot about that. Oh, don't know what happened there. So you won't be able to join because the map itself is only on PC. I do apologise. We'll be in a minute, though. We're going to play this for 2 hours, and then we're going to do some more Stardew Valley. Looking forward to that. I enjoyed the first episode. I don't know if P will be joining us again, but hopefully... If not, we can do it single player. That's not a problem. I really loved Factorio yesterday, by the way, and Satisfactory. Great stream last night. Really, really did have a good time. Hopefully today's stream will be a lot of fun as well, we'll see. And once again, we'll see if my strategy worked and if we get a few more followers, a few more viewers from the TikTok pre-stream. Somehow I doubt it because there was a massive delay in getting this stream started, but I'm working on it. I'm working on smoothing out the process. Tomorrow, ideally, I will end the TikTok stream and then start the Twitch stream straight away. But we'll see, won't we? We'll see how it goes. Bot free, says Tori. Yes, thank you very much. That's what I like to see. Okay, 98%, 99%. Any second now, we'll be in. There we go. So, it's just occurred to me, by the way, that for yesterday, for Euro Truck and SnowRunner, I rearranged the wheel cam a little bit so that it didn't cover the UI in the bottom left. And obviously on Farming Sim, we got the map in the bottom left, so that's quite good. Unfortunately, it does cover the UI in the top right, where it tells you how much money I've got and what time it is. And if I get into a car, it also covers the speedometer and fuel levels, which in this game are on the bottom right, whereas in Euro Truck and SnowRunner, they're on the bottom left. I really don't want to be rearranging all my windows for every single game, but unfortunately every single game has a different UI, you know? Also, my camera seems... the webcam steering wheel cam seems a little bit wonky. Mm-hmm. That'll do. I've got serious Farming Sim 25 burnout this week, but I'm super excited for the next X-Pack. Oh, yeah. You've been playing a lot of Farming Sim, Tori? I haven't played this game since the fundraiser, which was way back in June. That's how long it's been. I've just been so busy with so many other games on stream. I didn't even realise it had been that long since we last played Farming Sim, but it really has been ages. It's good to be back, though. Let's go see what actually needs to be done. We're currently in November, but we don't have seasons on this one, like seasonal growth, so we can plant stuff at any time. Definitely looking forward to the next DLC, though. It does look amazing. I can't wait to get alpacas. I was last time we played this, I was saying they should add alpacas, because everyone in the UK's got alpacas these days. And now we're finally getting them. There's going to be alpacas in Farming Sim. Great news. Is that £957 in the bank? It is, STFC. We have only got £957. We're not doing very well for money. However... oh, train. I'm hoping we could do some contracts to make us some pennies. And coffee, yes, coffee is going to be really good. I didn't even mention coffee, but that's another new crop type. What's happened here? Who's done this? That wasn't me. An AI worker's done that, I'm telling you. We should have some background music on, by the way. We haven't put any music on today. Let me get my usual playlist up and running. 1 second. And that's it. Is that loud enough? Let me know if you want me to turn the music up a little bit. Okay, back to the farm. So that field is still growing. And we also own field 20 and 14, which I think have both been harvested as well, so I'm not sure what actually needs doing, to be honest. Maybe we should just do some contracts and start getting some money in that way. Because we do need money quite desperately at the minute. It's good, thank you, SDFC. Whoa, oh, sorry. Not looking where I'm going. can't fit in there. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got in terms of contracts. Cultivating, I think, is probably going to be a good place to start. Let's go with this one. I do love a good tracked tractor. I prefer a Class or a Challenger to a John Deere, but I do like anything with tracks. I'm a big fan of. Maybe that's why I like trains so much. That was a very bad joke, I'm sorry. Okay, and we're taking this to field 66, which is way up in the top right. Let me look at the big map. Is there... Okay, it looks like there's a path here that runs kinda all the way down the perimeter. I'll turn left, and then I'll turn right, and I'll just follow that road. John Deere's are quite generic, says Tori. Yeah, they're kinda... There's nothing particularly exciting about them, is there, to be honest? I don't think they're necessarily bad tractors. Although, obviously, I do take issue with their right to repair policy. But I don't think that applies in the UK. I think that's only in the US. The right to repair controversy with John Deere. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all. That is very true. Like, if you look at any John Deere, they kind of all look identical nowadays. Even this one, just the like, you can literally see where there's a cutout on the bonnet. You can see where there's a cutout for the front wheel to go on the wheeled version. This is literally a wheeled tractor, but with tracks placed on it instead. And almost all of their tractors look exactly like this. They're just, you know, they've just got one tractor, one body shell that they fit different bits onto. The old John Deeres, though, like back in the day, they made some really nice vintage tractors. There's some really quite stylish looking John Deeres from back in the day, but I do think that they kind of look a bit generic these days. All John Deeres look the same. Also, look at this wheel pulling to the left again. This is really starting to become a serious problem with this steering wheel now. I think it is time that I'm going to have to admit defeat and get a new steering wheel. Look at that. This is me driving in a perfectly straight line, not touching the wheel at all. Look how much it's pulling to the left. I think it's had its day. I really do, and it's very unfortunate because I love this wheel and I had hoped that I'd get another year or two out of it, but I think it's time. I think I'm going to have to look into a new wheel very soon. Also, this thing is not doing well on the hills. Jesus. Oh, well, it is steeper than it looks from the cab, to be fair. I didn't realise just how high this climb was. This is ridiculous. Oh my god, right, yeah. It does not look that steep from inside. That's wild. Okay, we're picking up speed again. Come on! There we go. Nope, another hill. Good God, we're going to be here all day. It's going to be 8 o'clock by the time we get to the field. This is fun, isn't it? Sorry, everybody. I did not realise how badly this tractor would perform on the hills. Admittedly, like I say, I wasn't expecting the hills to be this steep. This is literally like 30 degrees or some ridiculous gradient like that. And we're veering off the road. I keep forgetting that the steering wheel's pulling to the left. Look at that, we're completely off the road because it keeps pulling left. Oh, there we go again. Thank you, STFC. We really are getting them everywhere now, aren't we? Except Twitch. Since we started using Seribot, things have been going very well over on Twitch. We're almost at 200 followers on Twitch, by the way. 200 real followers this time, not bots. Seribot deleted 310 bots that were following me, which is insane to think that that many bots were following me. But at least now I know, you know, those remaining 191 people, they're real. They're all real people. Yeah, we love free Seribot. Yeah, that's the other great thing. It's free. The thing is, I'm not a big enough streamer yet that I can really afford to shell out for expensive moderation bots and stuff like that. So it is nice to have free bots like Seribot that do a really good job, and you don't have to pay for them. And it's just amazing that there are developers out there generous enough to make stuff like that and just let people use it free of charge, you know? Massive props to the developer of Seribot for making it completely free for everyone, you know? Okay, we've made it to the fields. Took a while, but we're here now. Let's get to work. There's 6 grand in this. Although it might be slow going, potentially. Might be a better idea to go clockwise, because then we're coming at it... We'll be going down on the steep bit. You know what I mean? We'll be heading downhill on the steepest part of the fields if we go clockwise. Oh my god, this guy... This Harry guy got really pissed off when he got banned yesterday. He just turned up, out of the blue, randomly insulted Sophie, got banned, created another account, to follow, and tried again, got banned. He's just created another account today, and got banned. What's your problem, Harry? Just go and do something else. I'm going to turn the music up ever so slightly, I think. I think that's okay, to be honest. I know it's quite a bit louder, but I want to be able to hear the music as well. That's the thing. I want to be able to hear the music over the sound of my own voice. And hopefully that's still quiet enough that it doesn't drown out my voice on the stream. Oh, this is still pretty steep, isn't it? What's the most expensive tractor in the game? You can check after the job. It's probably going to be a quad track, a case quad track, or a New Holland T9. In fact, I don't think the T9's in this one. But it'll be one of the big articulated tractors. This is up there though. These are very expensive. But we will take a look. When I get a minute, I'll take a look and see what's the biggest, most expensive tractor we can buy. By the way, most of the farming sim portion of the stream is going to be me doing this field, so Now's the time for conversation, guys. I'm just saying, you know. Oh, Mega Rocker reached a 3-stream streak. Nice one, Mega Rocker. Haha, says Tori. See, that's the thing, though. That's what makes this a perfect game for streaming, but it's also... It's like a blessing and a curse, you know? It's one of those games where it's slow enough that you have time to interact with chat, and you have time to talk, and I think that's very important, because a big part of streaming is having a conversation with your audience, right? But then the other side of the coin... If there's not many viewers or there's not much conversation going on, you kind of just end up sat there in silence. So it's both a good and a bad thing that the game is quite slow and quiet. Like I say, as long as people are talking and as long as there's conversation going on, it's great. But when it gets too quiet, and the game itself is quite slow and quiet as well, it kind of... I don't want to say makes it boring, but it does a bit. You know what I mean? And it really can go both ways with Farming Sim. You know, when I was streaming on TikTok, Farming Sim was one of those games where sometimes it'd be absolutely dead, and I really would just be sat here in silence for 3 hours, and sometimes it would be the busiest stream ever, and I'd be getting hundreds of comments a minute and not being able to keep up with chat. So it really can go both ways with a game like this. What does everyone think of the music, by the way? I've been using music from the Relaxed Movement since I started streaming. Like, it's almost 2 years now. I've been using music from this YouTube channel called The Relaxed Movement. All of their music is completely royalty-free, so you can use it on streams, you can use it on videos, as long as you provide credit. And there's always credit in the VOD on YouTube, and a link to the channel. I like it. I like the kind of lo-fi... It provides a bit of background noise, so it doesn't... You know, so there's never, like, dead silence. But it's not too busy that it distracts you. Like, it's not the kind of music where you tune out my voice to listen to the music, you know what I mean? It's kind of the opposite. It's kind of unassuming music. It's the kind of music that you can have in the background without it being distracting. It's nice and relaxing? I think so. I think so. And this is the exact same track that I use for the breakfast streams as well. I think it's a really nice bit of music. And like I say, highly recommend, if you are a content creator, if you do videos, live streams, whatever else, check out The Relaxed Movement on YouTube. They've got thousands of videos, like 10-hour videos of just royalty-free music. And it's all kind of like this. It's all slow, calm, lo-fi kind of stuff, which is perfect for using in the background of streams. It's good for using in videos. I recommend. You should play Desert Bus until you get 1 point. What's Desert Bus, Pappy Chuckle? I've not heard of that. Presumably a bus driving game of some kind. Look how much faster we go on flat ground. Well, not flat ground, but we're not, you know, when we're not going uphill. Okay, there we go. This is the track that normally plays around the time that I do the New York Times games. Because I always use the exact same background music for my breakfast streams, you can kind of just know whereabouts in the stream we are based on what track's currently playing. I just think of the Wordle and the connections because it's always this music's always playing at that point in the stream. It's an hour and 25 minutes, this playlist, this video that's playing right now, by the way. So that's an hour and 25 of background music. And like I say, this is the one that I use for the breakfast stream. I use a different one for like my intro and outro music at the start and end of the streams. But that's also a really good track. This is so chill, the music and the slowness of the tractor. Thank you, Tori. That's what I've always tried to do with my streams, you know? I've always tried to go the relaxing route. Well, not always. Sometimes I like my streams to be a bit more action-packed, you know? And sometimes we're playing games that are deliberately frustrating, and that's also fun. But I feel like the main crux of what I do and the way it all got started back on TikTok in the early days was that I would always play these relaxing games. I want my streams to be relaxing, you know. You know, given that I stream at this evening, you know, this time of day, it's the time of day where people are usually coming home from work or college or uni or whatever else, and they want to just sit down and relax and unwind for a bit. And that's exactly the niche that I try to fill with my live streams, is to just be a nice bit of easy watching, you know, easy viewing, relaxed, calm, something for people to watch to unwind at the end of a long day. That's what I try to do with my streams, for the most part. Is this map fictional or based on somewhere real? It's real, Mega Rocker. It's based on a place in Gloucestershire, I believe. I'm not sure what the real place is called, because I think all the names are replaced with, like, fictional names. But it is based on a real... All of Oxygen David's maps are based on real aerial photographs. There we go. So lovely. Thank you, Tori. We're 29% done with this cultivate, by the way. This is going to net us 6 grand. I think we might just spend today's stream doing contracts, because we are desperately in need of money right now. The last farming sim I played was 19, says Mega Rocker. That was a good one. Loved 19. I loved Au Baileron, the French map on FS19. I've always wondered how they actually make the maps. Well, I can share a little bit of insight into this, because I have been doing some map making for Train Simulator, and it's basically the same principle. With Train Sim, it's quite easy because you can get an API key for Google Maps, and you can set it up so that in the actual game you can project map imagery onto the game. So you can just press a key on your keyboard and it makes the map appear on the ground in the game. And that's very useful for like mapping out roads and stuff like that. And then You can go into Street View on actual Google Maps to get, you know, to get reference shots of various buildings and stuff like that. But yeah, I assume that something similar exists in Farming Sim, where you can actually import the map data and you can look at, you know, you can lay the map out in the world and then build up the scenery around it. But obviously it does help if you can get real-life reference photos as well, and I imagine Oxygen David probably does visit the places that he models and gets pictures and stuff like that as well. That sounds so interesting. It is. It is. I mean, I've always been fascinated with maps. You know, I've got that flavour of of autism where I am hugely into maps, and I'll just spend hours on an evening just exploring on Google Maps. So I've always been interested in mapping and that kind of stuff, and it's always fun to see how games handle modeling real-world places using maps. You know, how do you take something from Google Maps and make a map in a game based on real-world map imagery, right? I've always found it really fascinating. I'd love to do one on Oxfordshire, but it's the flattest county. Yeah. Have you played Saxlingham on FS25, Tori? That is such a flat map. It's a good map, but it is so incredibly flat. This map is pretty hilly. I was walking in Oxford yesterday and found a farm inside the city. That's cool. Desert Bus was originally meant to come out in 1995 on the Sega CD. The Penn and Teller Magicians were involved in its production. Really? Full build was leaked online in 2005. Had a VR version in 2017 and is free. The whole point of the game is driving in a straight line from Tucson to Vegas. Cannot be paused, and the bus always veers to the right. Takes 8 hours to finish, as that's how long it takes in real life for that journey. Wow. That'd make a great endurance stream, wouldn't it? Hey, Sophie, how you doing? I wish those lines existed IRL. Oh, honestly. Wouldn't it make things so much easier? Do you think you could? Do you think you could use like Google Glasses or something and pair it with your tractor's guidance system so that you could put on your Google lens or whatever and see the actual lines in the field? That's it. That's the next stage of farming technology, where you can actually see the GPS lines on the field. People have charity events for that game. It does sound like the perfect game to play for a charity event, right? Because it's a very long endurance-based game. I feel like endurance-based games where you have to play it for a certain amount of time and you can't pause it or you can't, you know, stop playing. Those kind of games are always very good for charity live streams and stuff like that. 46% done, by the way. So this this desert bus then, Pappy Juckle, it was never officially released? Because you said it was leaked online in 2005, so did they never end up... was it never officially released for the Sega CD? No, it was cancelled. Right, right. That's a shame. I was going to say, if it did actually exist on the Sega CD, I could get a Sega CD. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I would love to do live streams on retro hardware. I'd love to stream some PS1 games on the PS1. But I'm not sure how I'd do it. I guess I'd just have to just point my camera at the telly, which is not very easy to do with CRT TVs. If you've ever tried to record a CRT telly with a modern camera, it doesn't look good. So I'm not sure how I'd do it, but I would love to stream... Like, I'd love to play Crash Bandicoot on the PS1 and stream it. You know, I'd love to play Medieval and stream it. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way for me to stream some original retro games. You have nav systems on modern tractors, but people steal them. Yeah. I mean, people will steal anything that's not tied down, won't they? I mean, to be fair, the GPS is on top of the tractor on the outside, so literally climb on the roof, get a crowbar, you've got yourself a GPS system, you know what I mean? They are kind of quite easy to steal. HDMI converter and capture card. That's true. That's true. That'd certainly be an option. I mean, I do already have an HDMI converter because I've used the PS1 with my telly, with my new telly in the past. But a capture card, I'd have to look into getting one of those. Like I say, if the Retro Corner is going to be a long-term thing, and if I'm going to get other retro consoles, if I'm going to get a SNES and a Mega Drive and potentially other retro consoles as well, it would be nice to be able to stream some games on some of those older consoles. And it'd give me an excuse to play Abe's Exodus on stream again. For the third time. We could do our third playthrough of Abe's Exodus on stream. On mine, I modified it so the bar the GPS system sits on goes through the roof. So it can't be removed without breaking it. That's clever, Sophie, that's clever. Do they have to be external? Like, surely the roof of a tractor is thin enough that the signal could get through with it being on the inside, right? Like, why aren't they on the insides? By the way, in Desert Bus, if you were driving for 5 hours and drove off into the sand, the game would tow you back to where you started, which would take another 5 hours. Oh, okay. So it's like a 90s rage game, basically, that never got released. Sounds delightful. Sounds like the perfect game for a charity stream, you know? You would think that, but I don't know why they don't. Yeah, like I say, surely it'd make a lot more sense. Because they are pretty easy to remove as it stands, right? Look at the sunset, though. Beautiful. Penn and Teller wanted it to be realistic. Fair enough, fair enough. Why Penn and Teller? Is there a story behind that? Did they get stuck on a bus from Tucson to Vegas one time and they decided, we should make a game about this? I want to know the history behind that idea. I want to know the Desert Bus lore. Okay, we're 73% done with this field, by the way. Oh. Sorry for yawning. I think the heat's getting to me again, to be honest. It's only 22 today. But like I've said before, my bedroom is such a greenhouse. To be honest with you, I think I'm ready for another break. It's good timing, I think, for me to be taking another break. I like we've almost got into a kind of routine now, where I take a week off every couple of months, and I think it works. I do, because I don't want to get too burnt out, and I find that if when my sister comes to visit me, it's kind of like the perfect excuse for me to be like, okay, I'm going to take a week off and I'll not do any streams this week. And it does work. I do find that I always come back feeling very recharged when I've had a few days away from it. So I'm looking forward to coming back in August after I've had a little bit of a break, you know? At the time where we started getting violent video games, it was a satirical response. Oh, right. So Penn and Teller were basically like, oh, video games are too violent? Then explain this. Game where you drive a bus for 8 hours in a straight line. That's good, that's good. That's a very Penn and Teller thing, right? Hi, ex-Sunnyflowers. Bro, this stream is the definition of pain. Man, you literally didn't have the patience to wait 15 seconds for me to respond to your initial comment. I'm so sorry. The concept of me reading out other people's comments and you having to wait like 10 seconds for me to get to yours. Wild, I know. But some people are just like that, you know. Some people just turn up to a stream and they just demand the streamer's attention immediately. Like, it doesn't matter if you're in the middle of reading someone else's comment or you're in the middle of a sentence or you're in the middle of doing something else. Some people just feel so entitled that they'll just turn up and be like, reply to me right now. How dare you not read out my comment 0.3 seconds after I've left it? Is that why my arse is sore, says Pappy Chuckle? I couldn't possibly speculate. And anyway, boring is very subjective, you know. What one man's boring is another man's relaxing. Oh, and immediately resorts to name-calling and harassment. Thank you, ex-Sunnyflowers. Once again, I'm sorry I didn't, you know, harness my powers of time travel to go back and read out your comment before you even left it, because waiting 10 seconds for me to read it out is just not good enough. If only, you know. If I had a time machine, I'd go back to 2 minutes ago, and I still wouldn't read out your comment. I just think some people, when it comes to streamers, and I think just content creation in general, some people do feel very entitled, you know, that because I'm live streaming, it kind of entitles you to just say and do whatever you want, and I have to go along with it. Like, if you ask me a question, I have to answer it, and I have to do it immediately. It doesn't work like that. It's my live stream. I'm in control here. I can just choose to completely ignore your comment if I want. You'll notice that most people, I read their comments out because they are respectful and they ask, you know, decent questions and they behave themselves. If you come to my live stream and start being an arsehole, then I absolutely have the freedom to just completely ignore you. You know what I mean? Pappy says, if I remember correctly, if it did release, they were going to have a competition for who completed it first. They'd pay for you to sit on that bus journey for 8 hours to go and see one of their shows in Vegas. Oh, that's good. That is good. Sad that it never got released, then. How come it didn't get released? Was there some issue? Were they not allowed to publish it, or did they just have second thoughts and think, you know what, maybe we won't publish this? Oh no, it's going to start. It's raining. It's raining. There isn't any penalty for cultivating in the rain in Farming Sim. Obviously, IRL, it's not the best idea because it can cause the soil to get all clumpy and bung up the machinery. But in Farming Sim, you can cultivate in torrential rain. Won't make a difference, so I'm just going to keep going. The only thing you can't do while it's raining in the game is harvesting. Any other job, it'll let you do it. What did I miss, says Sophie? Oh, someone turned up and just started being a bit of a dick. You know, same old, really. Okay, 98%. We're nearly done. I'm glad we're nearly done because it's starting to get dark. And the only thing I don't like about this map is when it gets dark, when it gets to sunset, it's too red. Like, the lighting is just too red. And if you haven't seen the previous episodes of this series, you'll see what I mean. It's already looking pretty red right now, but it gets extremely red at sunset. Collect. Yes, 6 grand. Yeah, look at this. It's fucking Blood Moon. Are we playing Farming Sim or 7 Days to Die? Now there's a game that would be good to play on stream. I want to play more zombie games on stream. I love zombies, by the way. I think I've probably... You've probably guessed that I like zombies based on games that I've spoken about in the past. I'm a big fan of Call of Duty Zombies. I love 7 Days to Die. I love Left 4 Dead. You may have figured out that zombies as a genre, I am fascinated by. I love any zombie related stuff. Love The Walking Dead. Shaun of the Dead, what a film. We should play some zombie games in future. We should play 7 Days to Die. We should play DayZ, which I've never played, and I've always wanted to. Or DayZ, if you want to be American. We should play some zombie games in future, for sure. Left 4 Dead is waiting for you. I know, Pappy, don't worry. We are going to play Left 4 Dead at some point. I'm going to see if we can fit it onto the schedule in August, but there is a lot of other stuff that is probably going to be in the mix in August as well. Can we play Plague Inc. soon? It could be a good one-off. I don't think we could get a series out of it, but could be a good one-off game. There's a game called Quarantine Zone Last Check. Loads of people streaming that at the moment. I will look into that, Tori. If you're in the Discord server, pop it in the suggestions channel, because I probably will forget. But thank you for the suggestion. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Next month's schedule is going to need a lot of planning because there's so many new games that I want to start adding into the mix, but also all of the games that I'm playing right now are going to continue as well. Like, we still haven't finished Escape the Backrooms. I still want to do a bit more Phasmophobia. We aren't going to be playing any Subnautica 2 for a while, so that is one game that's going to be coming off the schedule. We're going to be playing Portal Stories Mel on Sci-Fi Sunday. We're going to be playing, obviously, we're going to carry on with Minecraft Monday, Trucking Tuesday, Factorio Thursday. So it's a question of where do we fit in all of these other games? Like, where do we fit in Left 4 Dead? Where do we fit in this games night that I've been talking about, where we play, like, Monopoly or Jackbox or whatever else it may be, you know, Scribble or Gartic Phone, or you know, where would that fit in? Because it is definitely a stream that I want to do. It's just, it's so hard to plan a stream schedule when there's 50 different games that I want to play, and there's only 7 days in a week, you know? And I don't want to be streaming 24 hours a day on every single one of those days. How do I play 24 games? You know, how do I fit 24 games into 3 or 4 streams a week? Genuine question. Somebody help me. How do I fit 24 games into 4 live streams? Because I'm really trying. If I have you trust enough, I have Jackboxes 1 to 5, so I can host if you like. That'd be good, Sophie. I do have... I've got 2 Jackboxes. I've got 7. And I think I've got 3. I'd have to double check. Can't remember if I mentioned my English teacher in secondary school was a zombie in Shaun of the Dead. That's so cool, Pappy. That's so cool. The publisher went out of business for Desert Bus. Right, I see. I see. 2 separate streams in one day, says TFC. Yeah, that's the solution, really, isn't it? Just wake up, do a 9 AM till 11 AM stream, have a break, do another stream from 12 till 3, have another break, do another stream from 4 till 7, have another break, do another stream from 8 till 11, repeat again every single day forever, and then I'll be able to play all the games that I want to play. Trouble is, then I won't be able to eat or sleep or do anything else. I don't know, it's always a bit of a balancing act, you know, trying to play all of the games that I want to play, but give each one a reasonable amount of time as well. And sometimes games have to take a back seat, and I know people don't like that. I know people get frustrated when I turn around and say, right, there's not going to be any farming sim this month, or I'm not going to play Minecraft this month. But sometimes I have to do it. I genuinely cannot play all the games that I want to play unless I take some things off the schedule every now and then. Like, next month, I might consider taking Trucking Tuesday off the schedule, because we've been doing a lot of Trucking Tuesday recently, and I've loved it. I've loved playing SnowRunner, I've loved playing Euro Truck, but we've done a lot of those streams recently, and there's other games that don't get a look in, you know what I mean? It's a tough balancing act between playing the games that are like fan favourites that I already play, and having time to play new stuff as well. But I'm trying, and we have actually played a lot more new games this month than we have previously. You know, now that we got Simulator Saturday, we got Multiplayer Monday, it has given us time to play a few new games. But at the same time, again, we're still in a situation where there's all these fan favorite games. There's all these games that have been like long time staples of the channel that I want to keep playing. I don't want to just put my hands up and say, right, we're never going to play Minecraft again because it takes up too much time. You know, I don't want to do that. So it becomes a question of which games do I prioritize? How do I make sure that I'm giving you the long-standing series that I'm known for, that I'm giving you Minecraft, I'm giving you Truckin' Tuesday, Farm Sim Friday, but I'm also giving you new games. I'm also trying new things and pushing the boat out a little bit and doing something a little bit different as well, right? It's just a tough balancing act, like I say, and we'll see what happens in August. We'll see what games I've got time for. Some stuff might have to be retired from the schedule for a month or two, but I would like to introduce Left 4 Dead. I would like to potentially start playing the Amnesia series, which would have to replace Phasmophobia, so Phasmo might have to take a break. I'd like to start doing some Tycoon games. I was actually thinking about doing a series called Tycoon Tuesday, where we play like City Skylines, Zoo Tycoon, Planet Coaster, all those kind of tycoon games, basically. But that would mean no Truckin' Tuesday for a while, because we'd have to replace it with this new Tycoon Tuesday, you know what I mean? So, again, it's all just a case of how do I make sure I'm playing stuff that I've never played before, but I'm still giving you stuff that I have played before. You know, I'm still delivering the fan favorite stuff, whilst also throwing new stuff into the mix. And I'm working on it. I'm working on it. We'll see how it plays out when August rolls around. Left 4 Dead suggests it's played on advanced difficulty. Easy and normal are way too easy. Expert mode preferably at least 3 people. Okay, thank you for the recommendation, Pappy. I think I know when I started content creation, just small videos and stuff, I learned very quickly that it's impossible to keep everyone happy. That's true. That's true. You can't please everyone. I gave up trying to please everyone a long time ago. And unfortunately, like I say, that sometimes you do have to prioritize one game, and sometimes you have to be perfectly blunt and say, look, I can't really play this game because you're the only person who wants me to play it, and there's not really enough demand for it, and everyone wants me to play this game. I try to keep as many people satisfied as possible, but you can't please everyone, you know. Original Roller Coaster Tycoon? Possibly, Matt. Yeah, like I say, if I do Tycoon Tuesday, there's already a dozen different Tycoon games that we could play. I love Open TTD, Transport Tycoon Deluxe. God, I fucking love that game. We could play Transport Fever. Love that as well. Like I say, Planet Coaster, Roller Coaster Tycoon, SimCity, City Skylines. I would count like city building games as tycoon games. They're not technically, but they're kind of adjacent to that, you know. I don't think it's controversial to say, you know, City Skyline spiritually is a tycoon game, you know what I mean? Zoo Tycoon would be really good as well. If there's any other tycoon games, feel free to recommend, feel free to make suggestions. I'm not going to guarantee... I'm not going to say next month we're definitely going to have Tycoon Tuesday, but it is an idea that I'm thinking about. An event, you know, further down the line, we may have a Tycoon Tuesday series. So if you've got any Tycoon games to suggest, please go ahead and suggest them in the Discord server. Does anyone remember the original Zoo Tycoon? I do, Sophie. What a game. I could spend hours on Theme Hospital. Yeah. That's the thing. That's how I am with Open TTD. It is one of those games that I could just sit down and play all day and just completely lose track of time. Anyway, back to Farming Sim, because we've gotten a little bit sidetracked. It's currently December, and it's snowing a little bit. But I think we'll do some more contract work. Yeah, why not? Borrow items. Field 54. Let's do it. Do you think some games will get a whole day? For example, when you start the frictional games, 5 hours each time if possible. That way you roughly finish one every 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know just yet, Pappy Chuckle, because, again, I don't want it to take months and months and months to play through all the Amnesia games. I know that there's quite a lot, you know, it's quite a big catalogue. But at the same time, again, it just becomes a balancing act of how often can I play this, and can I do, like, dedicated streams, dedicated 5-hour streams for those games. I should have put the weight on first, by the way. Why will it not let me connect the weight? Oh, we're at the wrong. Are we at the wrong side? We are, aren't we? It's because we knocked it, so it's facing the wrong way now. There we go. And now we're stuck in the cultivator. Okay, we're good. Let's move. Field 54. Not talking to you, Google. Shut up. Trust you, says Mega Rocket. Yeah, honestly. Could maybe do one each week, says Pappy Chuckle. Potentially. Again, it comes down to the same thing, though. Like, do I have time to do a stream every Wednesday when I've also got streams to do on Tuesday and Thursday? Again, it's just when you've got so many different games that you want to play. I mean, the only other option is that I just play one game at a time. Like, I just stream one game at a time, and when I've finished that game, I go and stream another game. But then it's going to be... That'd effectively mean retiring all of my long-running series, you know? And I don't want to... I don't want to, like, put Farming Sim and Factorio... I don't want to stop doing all of those so that I can just quickly do a marathon of all the Amnesia games. What am I doing here? I'm on the wrong side. Here we go. This is what I mean, though. This is, like I say, getting back to what I was saying earlier, it's a balancing act. Like, it's not as easy as just saying, right, I'm going to do Horror Wednesday every week, and I'm going to play a different, I'm going to play a different game from the Amnesia series each week until we finish the series. It's not as easy as that. I wish it were. I wish I had time to stream every day. If I didn't have, if I didn't have to worry about making videos as well and all the other stuff that I have to deal with in my day-to-day life, I would love to be able to just stream all day, every day. But I can't. And I, unfortunately, do have to sit down and think, what realistically can I physically do in a given week? What do I actually have time to play in a given week? That being said, though, we are going to play all of the Frictional Games collection. We are going to play Penumbra. We are going to play all of the Amnesias. I just don't know how long it's going to take. I mean, don't forget, last year we did our Oddworld marathon, where I played through all of the games in the Oddworld series. That lasted all year. That lasted for the entire year. We played Stranger's Wrath in March, and we finished Soulstorm in December. So we effectively were doing that marathon for the whole year. And it could well end up being the same for Amnesia. It could take several months for us to have the time to play through all of the games. And if it takes that long, it takes that long, right? I'll do the best that I can to make sure that I play them all. And I don't want to rush them, but I also don't want to dawdle, Like, just off the top of my head, actually, let me get the whiteboards. Whilst this field is being cultivated, let's make a quick list. Right, so these are all the games that I'm playing right now. So on Mondays, we've got Minecraft, and we've got Hytale. On Tuesdays, we're currently playing Euro Truck and SnowRunner. Wednesdays, we're currently playing Phasmo and Escape the Backrooms. Thursday, we're doing Factorio and Satisfactory. Friday, we're doing Farming Sim and Stardew Valley. Saturday, we're doing Train Sim Classic and Running Train. I've spelt running wrong, but never mind. Sunday, we have been playing Subnautica 2 and Portal. But we've also been doing Multiplayer Monday, alternating between Minecraft Monday and Multiplayer Monday. So we've been doing Mecha Chameleon. We've been doing Are We There Yet? And on Saturday, we did An Evening with Saul, which was Manifold Garden and Lorne's Law. Manifold and Lorne's Law. Sorry, my spelling's getting a bit sloppy. And also on Saturday, we've been doing Train Sim Saturday, an evening with Saul, and Simulator Saturday. And on Simulator Saturday, last week, we played Gas Station Sim. We played Fast Food Sim. And we played Fantasy Map Sim. So, in the last month of streaming, we've played all of these games. That is 21. We have played 21 different games on stream this month. That's insane. We've played 21 games in 16 streams or something like that. I think we've done about 16 streams this month, and we've played all of those. That is absolutely ridiculous. But I think, again, it just goes to show, if you compare that to the month before, we didn't have Multiplayer Monday, we didn't have Simulator Saturday. Well, we did, but that was, that's been a fairly recent addition. If you look at the start of the year, I wasn't even doing double bills at the start of the year. So if you look at, like, the March schedule, I was playing Minecraft, Euro Truck, Farming Sim, SnowRunner. We did Resident Evil 7 for Horror Wednesday, and we did Train Sim Classic for Train Sim Saturday. We essentially played 7 or 8 different games in March. This month we've played 21, which again is astonishing. Trying to spin too many plates at once? Exactly, Pappy Chuckle. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying, is there's so many games that people want me to play, and I want to play all of them, but realistically, I'm already at my limit. I'm already stretched to the limit of how many games I can physically fit in a single month. You know what I mean? And I get new suggestions all the time. Like, almost every day, people are on the Discord server suggesting other games for me to play, and the list just gets longer and longer and longer, right? And half of the games on this list are games that I'm gonna keep playing. Like, stuff like, stuff like Manifold Garden and Lorne's Law. We're nearly finished with those. We might get another 1 or 2 streams out of those. Something like Subnautica, we're not going to be playing for a while until it's had some updates. But things like Minecraft, things like Euro Truck, those are essentially permanent fixtures on the channel. Those are games that I've been playing regularly for 2 years. And people would be disappointed if I suddenly turned around and said, I'm not going to play Minecraft anymore. You know what I mean? So it's just, again, it's all a balancing act. It's all trying to play as many games as I physically can, whilst new suggestions are coming in all the time, and there's all the regular games that I don't want to get rid of. I want to make sure that I'm still playing Farming Sim and Satisfactory and Factorio and whatever else. It's just, I think, I think people sometimes overlook just how much of a balancing act it is trying to play all of these different games. Maybe do games every other month, that's my only suggestion. That is what I have been doing, STFC. So, in the past, I have done that. You probably remember, I've done stuff like, I'm not going to do Euro Truck this month, or I'm not going to do Farming Sim this month, but it'll be back next month. That's kind of what I have been doing. So like I was saying, next month I might take Euro Truck off the schedule and do this new Tycoon Tuesday series instead. And then in September, bring Euro Truck back, right? So it's all a case of just balancing things. Wasn't Minecraft stopping once you've done all the planet stuff? Yes, that is true. There is going to be a break from Minecraft once we've finished with this mod pack before we move on to the next mod pack. But that could be another month or so. Burn yourself out trying to play everything, says Mega Rocker. I know. I'm very aware of the potential for burnout. This is why I take regular breaks from streaming. This is why every couple of months I'll take a week off. Obviously I'm not streaming next week because my sister's coming to visit. I think that's the key thing. Is if you're gonna try and do what I do, which is to stream 24 different games, you have to be aware of burnout, and you have to be willing to say, right, I'm going to take a break, I'm going to take a week off and recharge the batteries. And I do take regular breaks. To be honest, I'm not even close to being burnt out. I know people do get concerned and people do worry that I'm kind of stretching myself too thin, but I do have a pretty good balance between just, I've got a pretty good work-life balance with this. It might look like I'm getting burnt out and that I'm constantly streaming, but genuinely, I feel like what I'm doing right now is fine. It's not too much, it's not too little, and every couple of months I take a week off to recharge, and it works. That's what works for me. So, please don't think that I'm getting burnt out. Please don't take this massive list of games. Please don't take all of this as evidence that I'm getting burnt out. It's just, I'm just trying to illustrate a point, that there's a lot of games that people want me to play, and there's a lot of games that I'm already playing, and sometimes I just have to look at this. I have to look at this list, and I have to think to myself, right, something's got to go. You know what I mean? Next month, next month, at least 3 or 4 of these games are going to have to go, so that I can put other stuff on there, right? That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to suggest that I'm getting burnt out or that I am getting tired of it all or anything like that. I'm just trying to illustrate the point that it is a bit of a juggling act, making sure that I play all the games that people want me to play, as well as playing all the games that I want to play, as well as having time to make videos, as well as having time to just relax. And it's very important to have time to just relax, and I do. Please don't worry about me getting burnt out, because I'm not even close to that. Don't worry. I promise you, it's not a burnout thing. It's just a trying to get things organized thing. You know what I mean? But thank you all for your concern. I appreciate that you all care about my mental and physical well-being, and I appreciate that you all want me to look after myself, and I promise you, I'm fine. Don't worry too much about me. It's a soul thing. Exactly. I think also a good way to avoid burnout and a good way to avoid, having mental or physical breakdowns with stuff like this is to talk about things. Which is what I do, as a streamer, I'm in a very unique position where I can talk to my viewers, at any time. I can do a live stream and I can vent, I can tell you what I'm feeling and how I'm coping, how I'm holding up. And that's a very valuable thing. And it's not always that easy, depending on what field you work in, you know, what kind of job you do. It's not always easy to find people to talk to like that. But if you can, that's honestly one of the best ways that you can deal with burnout and stress and anxiety, is to just talk about it. Just find somebody to vent to, whether it's a co-worker, a colleague, a friend, a family member. Just find somebody to vent to, because it does help. Like if I was doing YouTube videos, if instead of streaming I was making like long play videos for YouTube, if I was doing like a let's play series of Farming Sim rather than streaming it, I probably would get burnt out very quickly. If you know, all of these games that I play on stream, if I was doing all of these as let's plays instead, I'd get burnt out so fast. Not only because of, you know, having to edit all of that video, but because with video you don't get the same opportunity to talk to people like this. And I do genuinely think it helps, you know. I don't feel as burnt out, I don't feel as stressed or anxious about what I'm doing, because I have this opportunity to talk to my audience directly right now. You know, it's an amazing thing. And if you're a streamer, talk to your audience. You know, vent to your audience. They're here to listen. Don't use your audience as a substitute for therapy. If you need to talk to someone in that capacity, then don't just trauma dump on your audience or anything like that. But having an audience to vent to is good. It's nice that you guys are here to listen to me when I do have some kind of frustrations that I want to get off my chest, you know? You do speak to some of us off stream too. That's true. That is true. That is true. What made you start that many at once? Games that would, at a reasonable pace, take a week or two to finish, take months. Wouldn't it mentally be easier to have less? The reason I play so many games is because I never used to play story-based games. All of the games that I played when I first started streaming were open-ended. My very first schedule back when I started was Minecraft Monday, Trucking Tuesday, Farm Sim Friday, and Train Sim Saturday. That was the lineup back then, and those are all games that are open-ended, so you can just keep playing them forever and ever and ever, you know what I mean? And then Factorio Thursday came along as well, which filled a similar slot. So all of those games that I was playing when I first started were open-ended games. The first time that I started playing story-based games was when we started doing Sci-Fi Sunday. And the first game that I played for Sci-Fi Sunday was Alien Isolation. And then other story-based games started to creep in, you know. Then we started to do Horror Wednesday, and we played Soma, and we played Resident Evil. And now it's gotten to a point where we've got quite a few of those story-based games, not only in the schedule, but on the suggestions list as well. The thing is, again, games just kind of creep in. And even with the open-ended games, like, people were suggesting for a long time, would you consider playing Hytale? And I'm like, yeah, I'd love to play Hytale, but I'd have to play it on Monday, which is when I play Minecraft. And people were like, oh, you should play Satisfactory. I'd love to play Satisfactory, but I'd have to play it on Thursday, where I also play Factorio. And the same goes for SnowRunner. That's got to go on Tuesday. And Stardew Valley, that's got to go on Friday. And it kind of got to a point where I was like, right, there's all these new games that people want me to play, but I also still want to play Minecraft. I also still want to play Euro Truck and Farming Sim and Factorio. And that's when the double bills started. That's when I started saying, right, well, how about I play Minecraft and Hytale in the same stream? You know, how about I play Euro Truck and SnowRunner in the same stream? And now we've ended up at this point where every single one of my streams I play 2 different games. So, you know, we've kind of ended up at the point now where I'm playing multiple games per stream. On Simulator Saturday, we're playing 3 games in the space of a single stream. It just kind of snowballed, to be honest. It just kind of snowballed. And I'm not complaining, because I do enjoy playing all of these games. And I do think the double bill streams were a good idea, because I'm playing the same... I'm doing the same amount of streams, but I'm playing more games in that time. You know what I mean? Like, with this list here again, for example, Oh, thank you for the alert, Sophie. With this list here, right, there's 21 games on the list, but I haven't done that many streams this month. I've done, like, 16 live streams. So the point is, the double bill streams allow me to play more games in the same amount of streams. You know what I mean? So I do think the double bill streams were a good idea, and I think we will continue with them. But we do also... I do also want to start doing more streams where I just play one game. Maybe a story Saturday where the stream is just one game. That's exactly what I mean, Happy Chuckle. As well as the double bill streams, some of the streams I want to go back to just doing one game. And like you said, for Horror Wednesday, once we've finished Escape the Backrooms, in August, what I'm probably going to do is, just to use Horror Wednesday as an example, in August, we are going to stop playing Phasmophobia. We're still going to play Escape the Backrooms, because we've not finished it yet. And then I'm going to play Penumbra on Horror Wednesday. So we'll do, you know, in August, we'll do Penumbra and Escape the Backrooms in the same stream. But once we've finished Escape the Backrooms, then we can just focus on the Amnesia series, right? So Horror Wednesday is going to be one of those series where I play one game per stream. And Minecraft Monday, we're probably going to take a break from Hytale and just play Minecraft on Minecraft Monday for August. So yeah, I think the solution is to do a bit of a mix, you know, to do a mix of double bills and single bills. Minecraft is going to be a single bill. Horror Wednesday will end up being a single bill. But stuff like Trucking Tuesday, that's going to stay as a double bill. I think doing Euro Truck and SnowRunner as a double bill is so perfect. I'm definitely going to keep doing that. And like Factorio and Satisfactory, perfect pairing, perfect games to do as a double bill. So yeah, some games will be double bills, but I do want to start playing more single stream, you know, single game live streams as well. And I will do that. I will do that. How many games are in the series? 6, I believe, right? There's 5. There's Penumbra. Is there a Penumbra 2? I think there's 2 Penumbra games and then 4 Amnesias. Could be wrong on that. Probably am. It's 10 to 8, by the way, so I'm going to finish this field, and then we're going to go and play some Stardew Valley. And whilst, actually, here's an idea. So we've talked about all the games that I've played this month, right? We got this massive list here of all the games that I've played this month. 21 different games in the space of a month. But let's talk about what games I want to play next month. Because I haven't started planning the schedule or anything like that. But just to give you a vague idea of what I want to play next month, let's see if we can come up with a list. So Minecraft will be coming back. I'll be playing more Minecraft next month, so we can put that on the list. I won't be playing Hytale. I'll be taking a break from that. I won't be playing Euro Truck or SnowRunner, but I'll be introducing a new Tycoon Tuesday series. So let's just say I'll play, like, OpenTTD and Zoo Tycoon. It might not end up being those specific games, but just to give you a rough idea. Horror Wednesday, no more Phasmophobia, but we will still be playing Escape the Backrooms. And we'll be introducing the Penumbra and Amnesia series. So I'll put Penumbra. Thursday is still going to be Factorio Thursday. So there's still going to be Factorio and Satisfactory on the agenda for that. Okay. Friday is going to continue to be Farm Sim Friday, and I think we'll probably play both Farming Sim and Stardew going forward, because we haven't played Farming Sim very much lately. I want to give it a bit more attention next month. So Farming Sim's going to be back, and Stardew's going to be back. Saturday, I don't think we'll do Train Sim Saturday next month, because we've also got Simulator Saturday and an Evening with Saul to think about. So Simulator Saturday is going to be more fast food sim. Probably more gas station sim. And at least one other simulator game. So I'll just put !sim. And then also, at the end of the month, we'll be doing more Manifold Garden and Lawn's Law, right? Sorry, I'm leaning on the steering wheel. So, Manifold and Lawn. Sunday's going to be Sci-Fi Sunday. No more Subnautica for the time being. I'm going to play Portal Stories Mel, and that will be single bill. So there'll only be one game on Sci-Fi Sunday, which is going to be Portal Stories Mel. Portal SM. And then we also have Multiplayer Monday, which is going to be Mecha Chameleon. And are we there yet? And potentially, I think Left 4 Dead could go on Multiplayer Monday. Maybe if we do a couple more streams of Mecha Chameleon and then replace that. Or maybe when we've finished Are We There Yet, replace that with Left 4 Dead. But that is basically the list. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 games that I want to play next month. That's 4 games less than we've played this month, which is pretty good. And also, there'll be less double bills. Let me just turn around. Would it be best to put Euro Truck to bed if Road Kings is replacing it? I think we'll wait till Road Kings is out before I decide what to do with it. I think in all likelihood, Road Kings will probably replace SnowRunner. Because it's another game by the same developer as SnowRunner. So we'll probably play Euro Truck and Road Kings. But we'll see what happens when that comes out. But just to show you here, so as well as playing less games next month, Minecraft is going to be a single bill. Portal is going to be a single bill. And once we've finished Escape the Backrooms, the Amnesia series will be a single bill. So that's at least 3 live streams next month that are going to be single instead of double bills, which I think does give me a lot of breathing space. So that's a lot better. Like, compared to this month, we've played 21 different games, and every single stream has been a double or triple bill. Next month, potentially, we'll only be playing 17 games, and some of them will be single bills. So already that looks a lot better. You know what I mean? And it introduces new games to the schedule. So as well as playing less games, we'll still be introducing, 2 Tycoon games. We'll be doing Portal Stories Mel. We'll be doing Penumbra. We'll be doing potentially Left 4 Dead. That's 5 new games, but we'll be playing less games overall, which is very good. You know, again, it's always a case of trying to play new stuff whilst also not just adding more and more games to the list. Like, if I add a new game into the mix, we have to take something out, right? Question for all streams. Will all streams be 4 hours no matter how many games the stream has? I don't know. I don't know. The double bill streams will stay at 4 hours. The single bill streams could be less or more, depending which games. I think for story-based games, 5-hour streams would be a good idea, so that we can get through them a little bit quicker. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But there you go. So that's, again, that's just to give you a rough idea. I'm not guaranteeing that any of these games will be on the schedule next month, but that's just to give you a rough idea of what it might look like. So Minecraft Monday will be back, but without Hytale. Trucking Tuesday is going to be replaced by Tycoon Tuesday. Horror Wednesday is going to be back. Factorio Thursday is going to be back. Farm Sim Friday is going to be back. No Train Sim Saturday, but there will be Simulator Saturday and an Evening with Saul at the end of the month. Subnautica is going to be gone, but Portal Stories Mel will remain, and we'll also throw in a couple of multiplayer Mondays as well. So, again, that's not final. That's just a rough idea of what you can expect next month. But the point is, there'll be less games overall, but the same amount of streams. So I think that's good. I think that's good. Again, for anyone who's worried about me getting burnt out, don't worry. I plan these things very carefully, and I do make sure I don't give myself too much to do. I don't put too much on my plate. I mean, this is why I don't stream every day, you know, because if I really wanted to, I could stream every single day. We could do Minecraft every Monday. We could do Euro Truck every Tuesday. We could do Horror Wednesday every week, you know, and we could play 50 games a month. But I'm not going to do that. Again, I'm very conscious about what I can and can't do, right? So don't worry about me getting burnt out. I always make sure that the schedule is manageable. Sometimes it can be quite demanding, but it's never going to be anything that's so intense that I physically can't keep up with it. So don't panic. Left 4 Dead has 13 official campaigns, not including custom ones. Some can take 35 minutes, up to an hour each, or longer if it's kicking your ass. So, Left 4 Dead then, potentially, let's say we could complete 3 campaigns per stream. That's like 4 episodes, which I think is pretty good. That's just for the first game. So what about the second game? Just so we can get a rough idea. What's your gender, says Looney RM? I'm a trans woman, Looney RM. Assigned male at birth, raised as a boy. Came out about 5 years ago. Oh, that's for the whole Left 4 Dead series. Right. So 13 campaigns. So that's like 4 episodes of Left 4 Dead, basically. Potentially a couple more if we do some custom campaigns and stuff like that. That's a good amount of content. you know? Oh yeah, they're all on Left 4 Dead 2, right? All the Left 4 Dead 1 campaigns are on the second game as well, right? That's good, that's good. So 4 episodes of that, potentially. Maybe more, depending on how we do it. The thing is, it's a question of where to put it, because a game like Left 4 Dead, it could go anywhere, really. We could play it as a multiplayer game for Multiplayer Monday. We could count it as a horror game for Horror Wednesday. We could count it as a sci-fi game for Sci-Fi Sunday. I think the best option would be multiplayer. You know, count it as a multiplayer game for Multiplayer Monday. But it's one of those games that could theoretically go in a few different categories, right? Oh, also STFC, yeah, we didn't actually play Train Sim this month, did we? Now that you mention it, that's a very good point. So technically we've only played 19 different games this month. But we're not playing Train Sim next month either. I think the next Train Sim Saturday... Sorry, I'm scratching my ear. I don't think we're going to play Train Sim Saturday again until there's some DLC for Wonders of Sodor, because I really want to play more of that. I love Running Train, great game. Love Train Sim Classic, obviously, but I do feel like we've done enough of those for now. And there's other games that I want to prioritize at the minute. So yeah, Train Sim Saturday. There'll be none of that next month. There'll be no Trucking Tuesday. There will be Minecraft, but no Hytale. There will be Portal, but no Subnautica. Like I say, we're going to quiet things down in some areas to give us space to then introduce some new stuff as well. But it all depends, you know. We'll just see how the cards fall. My eyes are getting a bit watery, I don't know why. Ooh. Probably because I keep yawning. I know it's gone 8 o'clock, by the way. We will be going over to Stardew Valley as soon as I've finished the contract for this field. Which might take another 10 minutes or so. You can get some long custom campaigns for Left 4 Dead 2. For example, Silent Hill 1 custom campaign can take up to 3 or 4 hours. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, we're not going to think about custom campaigns until we've finished the main game anyway, you know? And also, I don't even know when we're going to play the main game yet. It depends, you know, where It depends what happens with Are We There Yet and Mech Chameleon, because if it is going to be a multiplayer Monday game, I would like to do at least a couple more streams with Mech Chameleon first. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, you know. Here's a little question for you all, actually. We've been doing Sci-Fi Sunday and Horror Wednesday for a while now, so I am curious. What is your favourite horror game and sci-fi game that we've played so far on stream? What's the best horror game we've done on Horror Wednesday? What's the best sci-fi game we've done on Sci-Fi Sunday? Alien Isolation counts as a sci-fi game because we played it on Sci-Fi Sunday. Would it be nice to have a longer RV stream? The 2 hours went quick. Yeah, I think tomorrow we might just do 1 hour of Mecha Chameleon and then do 3 hours of Are We There Yet? We'll see. We'll see. No offense to Phasmo lovers, I did like it, but I just felt it was the same thing all the time. That's valid. That's valid, STFC. I do. It's a good game. It's a good game to play. It might not be the most fun game in the world to watch, because again, it does get a bit repetitive after a few games. I've enjoyed playing it on stream, but I do think it's time for us to retire it, at least for a bit. We might play some more Phasmophobia in future. But yeah, I completely get where you're coming from for that. Subnautica 1 for Sci-Fi Sunday. Oh, what a game. What a game. I really... It upsets me that I still haven't fallen in love with Subnautica 2 the same way that I did for the first game, because the first game is one of my all-time favourite video games. And I really want to love Subnautica 2, but it needs more time. It just needs more time, more development. But that's a good one. That's a good one, STFC. Hey, Dagger, by the way, how are you doing? God, this field has taken a lot longer than I thought it would, just because of how slow the equipment is on this hill. Either Resident Evil or Soma. I loved Soma. For Horror Wednesday, I would say Soma is my favourite that we've played. Or possibly Routine. I loved Routine so much. It was short and sweet. It was only 3 episodes, but I really loved that game. What an incredible short horror game that was. Soma, though, Soma is absolutely top tier. Way up there. Subnautica is one of those games I'd love to forget so I can experience it all over again. Oh, honestly, there's... I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, Tori. There's a lot of games like that that I'd love to play again for the first time. Soma is a perfect example, because I think the story of that game is so well done. I forgot about Outlast. Yeah, Outlast was good as well. Like I say, I think for Horror Wednesday, my favourite game that we've played for Horror Wednesday is either Soma or Routine. For Sci-Fi Sunday, I don't know if I can choose, because we have played all the Oddworld games, and I'm very biased because I love Oddworld so much. But Subnautica is definitely up there. You can get the original Resident Evil games on Steam now, by the way. Oh, that's cool. And yes, we do still have Outlast 2 to play at some point. Probably it'll end up being after the Amnesia Marathon at this point. Need to play Soma. I think I may buy it now as it's 80% off. Yeah, absolutely you should, STFC. What an incredible game. It's incredible how little time we've actually done Horror Wednesday, because we only started Horror Wednesday with Soma, and that was just before Christmas, so it's only been since, like, it might have been October. It's only been since October last year that we've done Horror Wednesday, but in that time we've played Soma, Routine, Outlast, Resident Evil, Phasmophobia, and Escape the Backrooms. We've already played 6 different games for Horror Wednesday, 4 of which were story-based games. Which is more than I thought we'd have played by now, to be honest. In only a few months, really. Sci-Fi Sunday's been going a bit longer, so we've played quite a few games for Sci-Fi Sunday. We've done Alien Isolation, we've done Subnautica. We're now on Subnautica 2, we've played Portal and Portal 2, so that's 5 games already. We played all the Oddworld series, which is another 6 games. So that's at least 11 games total that we've played for Sci-Fi Sunday. And I don't remember if we played any sci-fi games before Alien Isolation. I think Alien Isolation might have been the first Sci-Fi Sunday game that we played. I'd have to go back and check. Oh, no, wait, we did play Abe's Exodus the first time round. That was before Alien Isolation. And obviously, we didn't have Horror Wednesday back then, which is why we played Alien Isolation on Sci-Fi Sunday. When Alien Isolation 2 comes out, we'll probably make that a Horror Wednesday game. Mind you, that could be a few years yet, so... Oh, this field is taking so long, man. Come on. We should have been playing Stardew Valley 15 minutes ago. It's a shame with how Outlast Trials is, too grindy to see the story content, but it's generally enjoyable with friends. It could be a potential multiplayer game then. Soma, I found, and kind of Routine were similar to Alien Isolation. I think Routine in particular has a lot in common with Alien Isolation, but I think what you got to remember is that Alien Isolation is very faithful to the original Alien, which was kind of like a genre-defining horror film, right? Like, the original Alien is one of the foundational works of sci-fi horror in visual media. Not that I'm saying, like, it was the first science fiction ever, or anything like that, but Alien is one of those franchises that is so fundamental in the world of science fiction that I feel like a lot of sci-fi horror that came after it takes inspiration from it. So I think it's not really that Routine is taking inspiration from Alien Isolation. It's more like Routine is taking inspiration from Alien, and Alien Isolation does the same. That's what I think anyway. I think a lot of the visual design, you know, the retrofuturism was a very, very big thing in Alien, and I think Alien is... I would go so far as to say that in terms of retrofuturism, Alien as a franchise does it really, really well. Possibly the best. And I think a lot of other sci-fi horror games take inspiration from that retro-futurist aesthetic. And again, there are other retro-futurist games, you know, Fallout is quite big on that kind of aesthetic as well. But I do feel like, again, I think Alien is just so genre-defining and so iconic that you can really see its influences in so many other films and games and horror and sci-fi. It's just been so influential, you know? It's kind of so influential that the original film is seen as being quite cliched. I've noticed that a lot of people watch Alien for the first time and they think, oh, that's, you know, it's a bit predictable, really, isn't it? You know what's going to happen. But then you know, they don't really realise that Alien isn't cliche. Alien did it first, you know what I mean? I feel like the original film feels cliche when you look back at it, because so many other horror films and sci-fi films took inspiration from that. You know what I mean? Have a shit game Sunday where you play shit games. Honestly, not a bad idea. Scrape the bottom of the barrel. Play some of the worst rated games on Steam. And thanks to the Steam refund policy, as long as I play them for less than 2 hours, I can get my money back. Not a bad idea. I'm sure there'd be plenty of recommendations for shit game Sunday. Again, I'm very sorry that we've run over so much with Farming Sim today. Although I don't feel too bad about it, because we haven't played it since June. You know, it's been so long since we last played Farming Sim, so I don't mind giving it a little bit of extra time. Mind you, saying that, we've not really played Stardew since last month either, have we? We've only done one episode of Stardew so far. The last 2 Stardew streams in a row got cancelled because of the weather. So I'm looking forward to finally playing it again. Come on. Here's a question for you. What's the best game that we've played on an evening with Saul? Because we haven't done many evenings with Saul. It's a very rare, you know, it's a once in a blue moon kind of thing. The original idea was that I was going to do it once a month, and every month we'd pick 3 cozy games to play for an evening with Saul. But we've actually only done it like 6 times since I started streaming. What is your favourite game that we've played on an evening with Saul, if you've been here long enough to see a few of those? Apology speech at the end of the stream. Yeah, we'll go till 11 tonight so that I can do an hour-long apology where I don't actually apologise. I do have a ukulele, by the way, if that's of any relevance. I really liked that zoo game and that unpacking game. Oh, My Voice Zoo, that was a lot of fun. Unpacking's good. We still didn't finish Unpacking, which is a shame. Have to revisit that at some point. I liked Terra Nil, and we got to play that at some point soon as well, because it's had a pretty major update with a new biome and everything. But I really like Terra Nil. I think that might have been my favourite for an evening with Saul. I'm enjoying Lorne's Law at the minute, though, and Manifold Garden's not bad. Anyway, that is all we got time for Farming Sim today. I'm very sorry that we've overrun, but we are going to now go ahead and get over to Stardew Valley. First, I do need to accept the money for this contract. There we go. And save the game. And off we go. Okay. Next thing I need to do is move my webcam setup around, which will only take a minute. Let me just switch back to chat real quick. Switch cameras. There we go. How did I not forget that silly Yorkshire game? Oh, thank goodness you're here. What a game that was. So much fun. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Can turn all these off now. And get the webcam. Hello, Sophie. How are you doing? Okay. How's that? Oh, we're a little bit off. Played a lot of good games on Evening with Saul, so it's hard to choose. That is true. We have played quite a few on that. Okay, so we're now going to go ahead and get Stardew Valley launched. What's going on, says Sophie. I was just rearranging the webcams for Stardew. It's the first time I've ever done that on stream before, because it's the first time we've ever been playing a driving game and a non-driving game in the same live stream. But we got everything switched over. I do need to set the category to Stardew Valley. I need to bring my fan over here. Okay, we won't be a minute. Stardew Valley. There it is. Launch in. Any second now. There we go. Oh, there we go. Right. Stardew Valley. This is only our second time playing the game, and we've got no P today, so I'm on my own. God, I can't get the webcam in the right place. That'll do. So we're going to be playing this for the next hour and a half. Sorry that Farming Sim ran over again, but hope you enjoyed. Okay, here we go. Let me know if the audio is alright, because I do find that this game's quite loud. And also, how loud am I? Because my mic is a little bit further away. Hopefully you can hear me alright as well. It's all unsupervised. I know, I know. Sounds good. Good, good, good. Now, did I have anything in particular that needs to be done? Oh yeah, we did. We took our pickaxe to be upgraded, right? And we need to go and collect it. Which was down at Elliot's cabin, I think. So let's start by heading down there. Looking a little bit pale, aren't I? 1 second. Marginally better. Today's festival's being set up. Oh, okay. Come back later. Right, I wasn't aware that there was a festival. froze for a second there, not sure why. Well, I guess we could plant some more stuff then. Oh, I didn't even sell these. My bad. Wait. How do I sell them? Oh, I drag and drop. Right. Sorry, this is only my second time playing this ever. I remember many years ago, me and my mate had no time to have a breather on this. It was constant work and grind. Thankfully, I'm not to that point just yet. The Egg Festival has begun in the town square. Delightful. Shall we go and have a look? Ooh. Okay. Ooh, strawberry seeds. Cool. Is there any more food, says Clint. I put something nice into the punch. Okay, Pam. That sounds like you spiked it. Vincent loves this festival. It's a joy to see him so happy. I've been up since dawn colouring eggs. Oh, it's Easter, basically. It's non-denominational Easter. Hence the painted eggs. Okay, I'm just passing through at the minute, but I might come back. How do I... Further this way? Further in it can become quite a lot to do and becomes more obvious you need a full lobby. Right. Oh, can I not go south? The shop, right, the shops down there are all closed because everyone's here, aren't they? Great. So I'm going to have to wait another day to be able to get my pickaxe that I upgraded. Well, frankly, that's not good enough. There's no other way for me to get down to Elliot's cabin, so I've got to come back tomorrow. Yeah, so everything's shut. All the shops are shut. Right, nice. Oh, once we leave the festival it'll end. Is there anything we can actually do here? Buy a bag of strawberry seeds. You know my horse racing interviews that I did? Yes, Sophie. What's going on with that? Oh, are we supposed to search for eggs? Wait. Have fun maxing out the town hall building? Is there something I'm supposed to be doing at this egg festival? Because I'm not entirely sure. How much money do you have? I think your face camera might be covering it. We've got 327... no, 227. It only shows when you actually go to the shop. Right, I don't think there's anything we can actually do apart from go home, right? But we did buy a bag of strawberry seeds. I need to edit out any actual race footage because I received a copyright strike from Racing TV. That is so stupid. Is this racing footage that you've captured? So the interviews are good to post, but any racing or horses going around the paddock are again copyright rules. That's such bollocks. Wait, so you're not allowed to record horse racing on your own camera and then post videos of it? Do they, like, own the rights to the race itself and any footage captured of it? That is so fucked up. Copyright law in general is so fucked up. Like, obviously, copyright rules should exist to protect small artists and small creators from having their content, you know, stolen. But it never actually works in favor of smaller creators, right? It's always massive companies that benefit from copyright law. And that's so stupid. The idea that you can't record footage of a horse race because they own any footage, even footage that you've captured yourself, that's crazy. That's like me going to a heritage railway and then I'm not allowed to post videos of trains on Instagram because the heritage railway owns the rights to any footage that I capture while I'm there. That is such a blatant misuse of copyright law. But because it's a big company, they get away with it, you know. We've leveled up. Level 2 farming. Watering can proficiency. Hoe proficiency. Oh, I'm very proficient with a hoe. Stone fence. A mayonnaise machine. And a sprinkler. Lovely. Oh, we made some money from selling veg as well. That's good. I wrote an email to the inquiries team and just got an automated response saying they've received my email and will have a response as soon as possible. That's very unfortunate. Why does this guy hit? What have I done now? Oh, it's I'm guessing that's Harry. I'm guessing that's another alt account from our good friend Harry. Oh wait, don't strawberries take forever to grow? Hang on. Takes 8 days to mature and keeps producing strawberries after. Right, so if we can set up a permanent plot for our strawberry bush. There we go. Is there a way to do an IP ban if I contacted Twitch? Potentially, yeah. It's a lot of hassle, though. Plus, he'll get bored eventually. They always do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sell all of this stuff, and then I'm going to go and buy some more seeds. While I wait for the shop to open, I'll do a quick fish. I don't know how I managed to lose that. A 12-inch smallmouth bass. Nice. I was just thinking worst case scenario if it gets worse. I don't know, to be honest, what you can do. There probably is something like that. Who are you? Hello. The weather's interesting today, don't you think? Oh yeah, sun. How interesting. Oh wait, this isn't the right place, is it? It's the blacksmith, right. Closed until summer. That's the library. Hey, copper pickaxe. Lovely. Bean starter. Ooh. Let's have some of them. Oh, cooking ingredients we don't want just yet. Let's get some tulip bulbs, they're quite nice. And some potatoes, why not? Oh wait, what? Oh, I just sold them back? Shit. Great, thanks. Harry doesn't know how proficient Saul is with a hoe. Yeah. Poor Harry, he's missing out. Okay, we've got some... Oh, I didn't mean to put that there. And, of course, I don't get it back. Right. I'm going to clear these anyway. Tulips we'll put just all up here. Yeah, this is the thing. It doesn't actually plant them where you aim. It just plants them at the nearest square to where you are. Which is a bit annoying. I'll have to look into a sprinkler now that we've unlocked one. See how we craft it. There we go. One copper bar, one iron bar. I don't think we got either of those right now, have we? Have we got time to go and do a little bit of mining? We'll give it a go. Okay, where do we find iron? Because I don't recall us getting any of it before now. Ooh. Amethyst, nice. Okay, there's a slime up here. I need iron. Where do we find iron? Do we just need to keep getting deeper until we reach iron level? I don't know. Ooh, quartz. Oh, not these fucking moth lava. Okay, they won't start unless we get too close anyway. Oh shit, I feel sluggish from overexhaustion. I completely forgot that there's an exhaustion mechanic in this game. Oh, there's nothing else to eat either. Bollocks. We're gonna have to just go back up. Damn. I genuinely forgot about the exhaustion system. We mined too much and got tired. Killing slime sounds absolutely disgusting and naughty when you're not looking at the screen. Yeah, they make some pretty strange noises, don't they? Can we do some fishing, or is that going to use... Are we going to get exhausted from this? Yeah. We'll catch one fish, and then we'll go to bed. We'll try and catch one fish. And completely fail. Let's go to bed. Ooh, level 2 fishing. Rod proficiency. Nice. Yes, not only am I very proficient with a hoe, but I'm quite proficient with a rod as well. We've also got a sturdy ring and bug steak recipe. And we can make staircases. Cool. Day 15 of spring. How long do seasons last, by the way? I clipped it. Thank you, Sophie. I was counting on it. Oh, we got mail. Hello, dear. I know you're just getting started as a gardener, so I wanted to give you a little tip. Most crops only grow in one season. When summer arrives, your spring crops will all die out, so plan ahead. Okay. You think I was born yesterday? Oh wow. Some crops can only grow at certain times of year. Shock. Horror. Thanks, Granny. Oh, we had cola. We had Coke this whole time. We had fucking Joja Cola this entire time. If I'd have taken that with me, I wouldn't have gotten fatigued yesterday. Does rod proficiency give me a bigger, like, catch zone when I'm fishing? No. Doesn't look like it, anyway. It does seem to make it a little bit easier to catch, though. 10-inch sunfish. Nice. It gets worse? No, that was a genuine question. Look, I can't help it if you think that there's something dirty about the word rod, can I? Get your mind out of the gutter, Tori. It's a perfectly normal English word that has a variety of meanings, you know? I can't help it if you're going to ascribe a certain meaning to it, which I definitely didn't imply suggestively minutes earlier. It's entirely on you. Nine-inch sunfish. Okay. Green algae. Apparently seasons are 28 days. Thanks, STFC. She's skilled in handling hose, rods, and grannies. Okay. If you know, whatever. I may as well just embrace it. That's what your rod proficiency got you. It did get me 2 quite nice sunfish, to be fair. It's embarrassing how long it took me to spell proficiency. Well, you know, those who have trouble spelling proficiency have trouble with spelling proficiency. That sounded much funnier in my head. Forget it. I should just stick to making innuendos about hose and rods. That's all I'm good for, really. Okay. Like watching Lord Flashheart make a phone call. I don't do it on purpose, though, is the thing. I don't try to make innuendos all the time, it just happens. Oh, a mole. Ah, this has changed. Oh, no, it hasn't. What the hell? Basic retaining soil? What? So where's the next floor? Where's the ladder? Should have appeared by now, right? Oh, I knew it. Where's the ladder? It's not like underneath here or something, is it? No, because it won't let me break these. What am I missing here? Is it like hidden under the sand or something? Ah, I had to kill that thing. Right, now I'm on very low health, though. Oh, checkpoint. Well, we can go home then, can't we? We got to level 25. That'll do for me. You have to kill all the mobs? Yeah, I didn't realise that the mole thing counted as one. It's too early to sleep. I'll do a bit of fishing again. Oh, we do have some stuff that I need to unload. Well, carrot seeds, we can plant those. Rubber boots. The ones we got are better. Cave carrot. Can we just sell those? Why are you doing this to me? Hey! Oh, 15-inch bream. That's a mighty bream. It's a dream bream. No, don't eat it. No, no, no. No, I don't want to eat the bream. I want to sell it. I'm going to sell the bream. The bream supreme. Get it out of here. A pristine bream. 45? 45 for the cream of the bream. I can't think of any other words that rhyme with bream at this point. We've had dream. What else rhymes with bream? Fun game, chat. Give me words that rhymes with bream. Anyway, I'm just going to go back to the mine, because we really need iron to make a sprinkler. "15 inches of creamy bream," says Tori. Right, you said that. You said that, not me, okay? That one is 100% on you. Now, I'll admit that I did say cream of the bream, but I meant it as in, like, cream of the crop, you know? You said creamy bream. You put the Y on the end. You turned it into an adjective. So it's on you. Oh, deluxe fishing pole. Oh, is this... Right. P was telling me last time that fishing is really awful in the beginning, but it gets better. Is this why? Is this... Do we need to take this... do we need to get this deluxe fishing rod? We got another message, by the way. Pierre's store's now selling fertilizer. Cool. I just choked on my water. Well, that's what you get, Tori. That's what you get. What's this? Help wanted. Looking for refined quartz. We'll pay a flat rate on delivery. Okay. Oh, opens 9 AM. We need to go down to the bait and tackle shop anyway, don't we? For the deluxe fishing rods. And no, I'm not gonna make this one. I'm not gonna say it this time. It's locked. Oh, wait, where? Oh, it's down here. Wait, what? I've currently got a bamboo pole. Oh, it's a fiberglass rod. Right. I've heard about that. It's very, very nasty. Sorry, you don't help yourself. No, I really don't, do I? I really do not do myself any favours. So we need nearly 2,000 coins if we want to get the deluxe fiberglass rod. That's a long way off. We're not going to be getting that for a while. Can I get to the mine round this way? I think I can, right? I think there's a path that goes round this side. Oh, have I spoken to you before? Oh, yeah, I have. Robin. Yeah, thank you. Ah, yeah, I know where I am. We can pick the bet. Right. I didn't know that we could do that. Also, what are salmon berries? I've seen... What other game have I seen salmon berries in? So, the forest. The forest. Are they American? Do they... Because... Do they grow in the UK? Because I've never seen or eaten a salmon berry in real life. They just look like strawberries. What's the deal with them? I'm going to wish you an amazing evening. I'm going to bed. Thank you for joining, Tori. Have a wonderful evening. Appreciate it. I'll be live tomorrow as well for Mecha Chameleon, and I'll be there, yeah, with Happy Chuckle and hopefully P. Don't know for definite if P's joining us, but I hope so. That's not good, is it? Oh, I can just go. Fair enough. Oh, a mushroom. Nice. But yeah, where do I get iron from? Because it seems like I haven't found any iron yet. Do I have to be below a certain depth to get iron? Ooh, Stardew Valley Almanac. Nice. The minecart's new. Don't cocoon yourself. Oh, can I not go in it? Oh, I got something out of it. Can't go in it, that's very annoying. Storage is full. Let's eat the leek. No, not my fishing rod. I keep switching between hotbars by mistake. Hey, level 30, damn. Impressive. Oh, it's dark down here, though. Oh. Oh, shit. There's enemies down here that I can't even see. Right, we'll leave this for today. We'll leave this. This game reminds me more of Minecraft than Farming Sim, probably. Just me, lol. It kind of reminds me of more Terraria. But I get where you're coming from. Oh, is she playing the flute? How do I speak to her? I guess I can't while she's busy. Okay, there we go. See if we can catch a quick fish before we go to bed. "18-inch bream. Holy shit, that's a big ass bream. Telling you, I'm on a quest to catch the supreme bream. It's out there somewhere, the big one. "18-inch seamouth bass. Not bad. Smallmouth bass, sorry. Let's sell them. Welcome back, Sophie. Oh, rose petals. Not rose petals, cherry blossom petals. Cool. What I'm gonna do is start smelting the copper. I want to know where we're supposed to get iron nuggets, though, because so far the mine hasn't... Excuse me. So far we haven't got any from the mine. Like, we're getting copper, but I'm not finding any iron. Like, is there something else we need to get before we can start finding copper? This game's really fun, though very calm. It is very calm. Definitely. We learned a few things about farming. For now, it's very calm. But from what I gather, it will get a lot more hectic as we go. Would it be worth going to talk to the blacksmith guy and asking him for some advice on iron? Because I don't know where to get it. Oh, what's on the notice board now? Pam's birthday tomorrow. Right. Oh, help wanted. An invasive crab species is living in the local mine. I'll pay someone to slay 2 of them. Okay. I don't know if I want to do that right now. I think we have a bot account made today just sitting not doing anything. I mean, if it's not doing anything, then just leave it. Oh, I can buy iron ore from him. Well, that's what we're going to have to do, because I really want to make this sprinkler. We'll buy 1 piece of iron ore. Okay, hello. I've got an itch on my lower back. I think I've got a spot forming or something. Lovely. Tell you, these later streams, they are quite draining. Oh, we wanted to smelt this, didn't we? Requires 5 ores. Of course it does. Do I have enough to buy 4 more? Yeah, I do. It's going to cost me most of my money, but I do. There we go. Let's do a spot of fishing on the bridge. I'm gonna guess there's probably better spots to fish in the game. I don't know if that's true or not, but I would assume that there's certain areas you can go to where you get a higher chance of catching bigger fish, maybe. Seven-inch sunfish, that's pathetic. Well, I'm going to forage for some salmon berries. What's the deal with this? Out of order. Okay, okay. The iron takes a long time to smelt. I'm gonna fish again. Oh wait, I remember the fishing spots with the bubbles are very good, right? Yes. Shit. I missed it. That's unfortunate. That was a really good chance as well. I missed it because it happened straight away as soon as... Oh, we got a broken CD. It happened as soon as I cast. Iron bar! Yes. Okay, 1 iron bar, 1 copper bar. We can craft a sprinkler. Nice, 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 nice. So if we pop this down in the center of our farm... How far does it spread? And do I need to... Do I need to put water in it, or does it just... Like, how does it work? It was a bot he mentioned... Ah, right, okay. Thank you, STFC. Waters the 4 adjacent tiles every morning. Ah, right, I see, I see. Oi! Are you playing with my beans? He's laughing! The fucking cat's laughing at me. Are you seeing this shit? Fucking skin you, mate. Nah, that's mean, I'm sorry. Sorry, cat lovers. I'm a cat lover. I've got 6 cats, alright? Sometimes I threaten to skin them. It doesn't mean I'm actually going to do it. Can you adopt cats in this game? You get given a cat at the start. I don't know if you can get more. Stop giving me fucking green algae. I want a supreme bream. I want the dream bream. Right, this better be a massive fucking bream, I swear to God. It's a bream. It's an 18-inch bream. Pretty big, I guess, but we've already caught an 18. I want a 20-inch bream now. Come on. 18-inch breams or so yesterday. 18 inches is not a dream bream, you know? It's got to be 20 plus. Oh, we got level 1 foraging. Nice. We can craft field snack. Lovely. That's it? That's it? It's... We spent 750 coins on this. It literally just sprays one square in each direction around it. How the hell am I supposed to spray my entire crop with that? We need to make a dozen of them. What a waste of money. Unbelievable. I think I'm just going to fish today. Because I need to make money. Hey! Nice. Oh, come on, that was a perfect cast just to get fucking broken glasses. Are you kidding? I keep getting perfect casts and it keeps giving me shit. Oh, there's treasure. Right, I've got to get the treasure. Oh, can I get the treasure and the fish? That'd be amazing. A 12-inch bass, nice. And coal! Hey, that's quite useful actually, because we do have some more copper to smelt. We could smoke the fish as well, but I want to use the coal for smelting copper specifically, because we can sell the copper. I think we can sell copper anyway. Let's go and find out. Only thing is, it does take a while to get from place to place in this game. You walk very slowly, and there's no sprint. It's a shame. Also, how do I get this back in order? I want to know. Okay, 2,000 coins to upgrade any of these. Ooh, copper trash can. When trashing an item, you reclaim 15% of the value. That's pretty good. Can I sell? No. Shame. What's this? Right. Wait, who are you? Have I met you yet? Yeah, Haley. Why does everyone look so short? I'm not used to being this tall. My sprite seems to be taller than all of the other characters. Okay, have we got time to go mining? Not really. I guess we could just fish again. Does fishing in deep water get better results? Let's see. It does. Holy shit. 18-inch smallmouth bass. Was that just a coincidence, or is it because I was fishing in deeper water? Come on. Green algae. Glasses. Oh, hit. $17-inch smallmouth bass. That's another big one. I wonder if it is the deeper water. That's my theory. Starting to notice how having multiple people around now would be lovely. My mate was at the farm constantly making money. Yeah, definitely would be a fun game with a few more players. Hopefully P can join us again next time. And if anyone else has the game, you're more than welcome to come along. Had a lovely stream today, Saul. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you very much. It's been a quiet one, to be honest. Great chat, you know, with Tori and Mega Rocker earlier. And we've still got you, Pappy, and STFC here. But on the whole, it's been a fairly quiet one. No P or Scrivy today. Wonder what they're up to. No Max, but Max is busy. He did pop into the pre-stream to say hi. Is this stuff starting to grow back? Because I'm sure we cleared this already. Really good laugh with you as always. Thank you, Sophie. I appreciate that. And it's been nice to chat with you as well, you know, about just where things are going, what we're going to be doing in future streams. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know what next month's schedule is going to look like exactly, but I'm in the process of planning it, and it's always nice to get people's input on it and discuss what's, you know, what sort of stuff we're going to be playing, what's going to be new. $6.40. Nice. Ooh, acorns. Cool. Oh, thanks for the bits, Sophie. I have no idea why the bit announcement is squashed like that. It doesn't do it for any of the other on-screen alerts. But for some reason the bit alerts get squashed like that. Thank you though, Sophie. Very much appreciated. Oh, is it? Oh, it makes the rice into a paddy, right. Makes sense. I think we might have time for one more day. We'll do one more in-game day, and then we'll leave it. Yeah, you can see that it's made a little bit of a puddle here for the rice. That's cool. Farmer Saul, I have a request for you. I need fresh cauliflower for a recipe I want to make. Could you bring me one? I don't grow any cauliflowers currently. Aren't you ever tempted just to do these streams in pyjamas with a tray of snacks? Maybe a one-coloured light and LED string light? I mean, that's kind of what I do with the breakfast stream, right? And that's kind of what an evening with Saul was supposed to be. Like, I was going to play really cozy games and just snuggle up, like, say, with some snacks and some calming music. It would be fun to do, and maybe if we do the game night streams as well, that'd be a good opportunity for me to do something like that. To just do a super chilled out stream. Because I think my streams are pretty chilled out anyway, but we could definitely take it to the extreme every now and then and do something even more casual. And like I say, that's kind of what we do with the breakfast stream. Just kind of roll out of bed in the morning and start streaming. But it'd be nice to do it in the evenings every now and then as well. Okay, I'm going to sell these carrots. Yeah, it's a shame we're not growing cauliflower, because that'd have been perfect for that quest. Let's just do some foraging. Horse radishes. Railroad. Ooh. Okay. There are still parts of the map we haven't unlocked yet, which is intriguing. We'll get to them. Don't know what that is. I'd have my big belly out with pyjamas on it whilst resting a drink. Oh, thank you for the bits again, Sophie. I think it's a minimum of 50 bits for the alert to go off. But thank you very much for those. You can set it to any amount. I don't know why it's set to 50, to be honest. I'll change it for the next stream. Ooh, Jojo Cola. Oh yeah, this is the Jojo Mart, isn't it? Have I been in here yet? Jojo Furniture Catalogue. Oh, I can buy seeds from here. Cool. Oh, thanks for the drink up, Sophie. Lovely. Okay, so there's some things we can buy in here. I think we are going to have to leave it there for today, though, because it's coming up on 10. It's been a good stream. Really enjoyed the conversation we had in Farming Sim, and I've enjoyed playing this again as well. Definitely struggled a little bit more without P here, so I'm hoping that she'll be able to join next time we play Stardew. Give me a little bit of help. But on the whole, it's been pretty good. It's been a pretty good stream. I'm just going to sell some of this stuff we foraged. And then I'm going to... Oh, can we save in the middle of the day? I don't think that saved our progress for that particular day, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. This was good. This was good. Good stream. Thank you very much, everyone. There we go. Hey, Cat Pig. Sorry, you've joined us literally just at the end. I've just closed Stardew Valley, but hello. It's been a good stream though. We did have the innuendo talk, Sophie, yes. And the big talk about getting some games on the schedule, yeah. Perfect timing as always. I know, Cat Pig. I'm sorry. Very sorry. But it has been a good stream. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing more Mecha Chameleon and Are We There Yet? And that is going to be my last stream of the month, because I am going to be taking a week off next week. My sister's coming up. I'm going to be spending time with family. So tomorrow's stream, please do come along if you want to see me play Mecha Chameleon and Are We There Yet? Or if you want to join in with either of those games, please come along. The next stream after that won't be till August, so... And I am going to take on board what we've discussed today with regards to the August schedule. Obviously, I want to play more games, but some games are going to have to take a bit of a backseat for a while. Euro Truck and SnowRunner are going to take a bit of a break. Train Sim is going to take a break. Hightail is going to take a break. But you'll still get Minecraft. You'll still get Factorio and Satisfactory, which I've been absolutely loving at the minute. And you'll get new games as well. It's going to be... I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to August, to seeing what's new and what, you know, what we can get ourselves into. It's going to be fun. But thank you, everyone, for joining. It's been a wonderful time tonight. Sorry, I'm not going to stick around for too long, because, obviously, we are finishing quite late, and I'm going to be going to bed in about an hour, so I want to have a little bit of time to myself before that. But it's been great. It's been really great. Hopefully, we'll get P and Pappy in for Are We There Yet tomorrow. That will be very fun. Thank you and good night. Thank you very much, Cat Pig. See ya. Have a lovely evening. Thank you, Sophie. And thank you, everyone who joined for the pre-stream on TikTok as well. I hope you've been enjoying those. We will be doing another one of those tomorrow before the stream as well. So yeah, that's it. Let's get a raid together and then we'll call it a night. Who's streaming? Fungus Queen. We've not raided Fungus Queen for a few weeks, I don't think. So let's send you over to Fungus Queen, who's currently playing Green Hell. Okay, have fun over there. I will see you all tomorrow. Think P's busy. She hasn't been on Discord all day. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. But thank you all, everyone, for joining. I will let you enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you tomorrow for Mecha Chameleon and Are We There Yet? Have a wonderful time. And I think that's the game with the Peters slider. Lovely. Well, have a wonderful time. I'll see you all when I see you. Bye-bye, everybody. Okay, let me just make sure the YouTube stream's ended, because I didn't yesterday. Well, I did, but I also didn't.